Hello and welcome back. Huh. Oh, I guess I am in Master Matoya's cave. So it's not going to be that long of a load time. Oh, I've only been up for less than 2 hours. Already tired and yawning. Yeah, when I went to set up my timer for today, it was set to 9 hours, 39 minutes, and 9 seconds. I don't know why I was set to that, but it was. Well, let's continue the main story. I must ask that you do not breathe a word of this to any of the others of the Rising Stones, especially Levelin. I will brief Tataru on what we've learned, as well as Orionje. You may have insight into what the word told us. As for you, Edgar, after all you have done, I would say you have earned a rest. But speaking of a well-earned reward, I received a missive from Sir Emric while you were away. Just soon he's planning a ceremony of some sort. Would you like to attend? You do not divulge the details. I found you instead to explain in person. Mayhap you should pay him a visit. Yeah, I am recording this the day after I did the last recording session, so... Also, OBS decided to have an update. So if I sound any different, if anything is different than usually is, that might be it. Actually, speaking of that, let me check. Yep. I gotta make sure the capture's working. Yep. Still got food.
A pleasure to see you again, my friend. I take it you received our invitation. Good, good. You of all people should be present.
Sorry if you can hear the fan. We have the house fan going. Since it's summer, it's not summer yet. I think it's not. It might be. When does summer start? Oh, it's odd enough that my dad decided to just open the windows and turn the house fan on. So sorry if you can hear it.
When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst. Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event. The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope. Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our peoples. You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend. But I confess that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings, in which event, your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance. Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the worm's ire. But if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change. 'Tis nothing. 'Tis nothing. Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen. It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the zealots. The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead. I knew you would understand. The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest. Lucia is there, seeing to the final preparations even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. It would not do for the guest of honor to arrive late, after all. Oh, and one more thing.
One more thing.
A drink. We should make time for one. Once the conference is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
Only magic can defeat magic. I wasn't really engaging in talking because I had a cat who's been clawing by the door. I don't know if you could hear the squirt bottle going off or not. A lot of people here today. Then again, Gilgamesh is congested. Oh, Gilgamesh. Can't get him his medicine. Oh, Commander said you would come, Edgar. As you can see, preparations for the conference are proceeding apace. Mark well the curtain above. Not really a curtain. Conceals the relief that will unveil during the conference. The Masons labor day and night to see it finished on schedule. Sir Emmerich wanted to assemble which would endure long as this conference is concluded. I think he will be pleased with the results. It was not my war, but I made it mine, and to see it draw it closer to a resolution fills me with a strange hope. His faith is infectious, is it not? His certainty that we can be better than we are. Forgive me, I am rambling. You must be tired from your journey. Go rest. I will not keep you. Next quest. If you would rather not take a rest, then why not take a walk around Falcon's Nest? Make your presence known to the people and so forth. In addition to those who have come from far and wide to attend this ceremony, you may meet Lord Arthur and Emilian, who have graciously volunteered to serve us. They should be glad to see you. Now, if you would excuse me, I just need to return to my duties. Gilgamesh is the only one congested. Very exciting, isn't it? Not just peace with the dragons, but with all of them heretics besides. Don't misunderstand, we've all got a healthy fear of being bathed in dragonfire. That being said, heretics did fare more to hinder our efforts here in the past. Hearing that we're close to reconciliation comes as a great relief. You look pretty dapper for being a low-born youth. You know what? Everything's set to begin. I wasn't sure how many might come, so I thought it best to come early and find a spot with a great view. When I heard that Sir Emmerich was planning to make a speech, I knew I couldn't miss it. I mean, the man risked his own neck to rescue those hostages. How often do we get heroes like that in this day and age? And he's more than a fighter too. He's a thinker, he is. He's got a plan to better our lives, to change things. And he'll do it by the fury. Me and my friends and family, we all believe he can do it. By golly! I guess we'll talk to Redwall next. I'm glad to see that the rumor's true. Well met, Master Magic, and fear not. I have no intention of begging your aid with this or that. Everything appears to be in order. My only lingering concern is that one of the convictors might not have been informed of our plans. As I recalled, Vinifnia may pass directly over the encampment. The last thing we need is a glory-seeking nobleman attempting to slay a Dravanian ambassador to a peace conference. How much has changed since we fought alongside each other in the vault? If you had told me that we would soon be hosting a peace conference, I would have thought you a naive fool. Yet here we are, preparing to make that fantasy a reality. Huh. And here I am, laboring to make it so. Laura Trill, if I may. Certainly, First Commander. How may I be of service? Some of the convictors are refusing to stand down. The majority were willing to do so, but a small party were instead pledging to engage any Turanians bound for Falcon's Nest. Fury take me. They would defy Sir Emmerich's commands if they dare attack Vifnir. It will not come to that, but to see that it does not, we must needs hasten to their encampment. They should be far more reluctant to oppose us were a Lord of House Fortemps present. I understand completely. Let us depart at once. But here we do. I must ask, would you look after Emilian while I am away? As you know, he could be. He has been an impulsive, changeable child, but recently he seems to be suffering from a bout of melancholy. I thought to lift his spirits by having him assist with card duty. A simple but honorable charge, unlikely to expose him to danger given the presence of so many other knights. Alas, he has taken no interest, and I fear that he may abandon his post in my absence. All I ask is that you keep an eye on him until I return, exhausting though that may be. Thank you, my friend. I promise we will not be long. Okay, now let's see what the message I got was. The fuck? I got a wall of text. I'm rather busy at the moment, old boy, guarding this tavern, as it were. Oh, I see now. I thought I might be derelict in my duties, eh? The nerve of my brother to question my dedication. But since you are here, mayhap I could put you to proper use. The wasteland beyond the wall must be kept safe for travelers, yet I have been forbidden from leaving Falcon's Nest. It wouldn't do for our esteemed guests to be devoured by wolves. Oh no. Yeah, that is precisely what will happen if we do not call the roaming packs. A map, if I may. Right there. Those are the points our scouts marked for patrol. I'll leave you to it, old boy. Come on, right? I must return to my rounds. Oh dear. Do be careful, my lord. Na na na. Itchy nose, itchy nose, itchy nose. Oh. How? Note to self. The dance has a very long range. Well, I guess technically that would be a medium range, but I thought dance was a bit, you know, closer. My mouth is so dry. Oh, buddies. Edgar Magic Wolf's Bane, it pleases me to inform you that I have completed my rounds and that all is well in Falcon's Nest. And there was a drizzled fellow looking for you, you know? The one who made that artisans confess. Clever that. That great, was it? He was asking after you. Anyway, once I noticed that the garish weapons he was sporting, I deemed it a waste to leave him be. I dispatched him to an area I neglected to mark on your map. Yes, this one. If you hurry, he might still be there. To be honest, he's probably on his way back. One more favor. I know it's going to take a while, but I can't help but check every once in a while. Say your weapons, we come in peace. Lady Eyesight told us tales of near. If she would trust in Sir Emmerich, then we too would hear what he has to say. If the wolves caught us unawares, and were it not for this man, we would have surely died. Fancy meeting you here, Edgar. Disfortune I came when I did. These two would have fared well, would not have fared well against the wolves on their own. The young lad wasted no time taking advantage of you, did he? And me, I suppose. Let us return to Falcon's Nest then, and see what thrilling tasks he may have for us. Fight the giant bean! You must suplex it to win! What will you win? Who knows? It could be another bean! And a pair of gallant heroes of Eversol, comrades in arms, reunited at last. By your selfless sacrifice have you guarantee the safety of our many guests on behalf of Ishgard. I thank you both. And with that, there's not left to do but to enjoy our well-earned respite. Oh, and that should, of course, go without saying, but let's keep those last few favors between us, yes? As Shirley wouldn't understand. Right then, the first floor of these barracks have been converted into a tavern for the duration of the conference. Why don't you go and have something to eat? For one suggestion with which I agree. Go on ahead, Edgar. I will join you anon. And that was the last we saw of Edgar. I mean, not Edgar, of Thancred. He got on a horse, ran to Lamisa Lamosa, and found a lover. The end.
Welcome, welcome. Find yourself an empty seat and I'll be with you in a moment.
Okay, tiny person.
Cold out, isn't it? Here, a mug on the house. Let's get some colour back in them cheeks.
Dumb cheeks are covered in scales. Secondly, what happened to his hat? Where did Edgar's hat go?
Afraid food will be a bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all. Oh, so many people with cause to celebrate. To think there could be peace in our time, after all them years of fighting. When I heard about the conference, I knew I had to come. I knew I had to be here, to do my bit. My husband, he died fighting the dragons, you see. And here we are, about to break bread with him.
You were right, my friend. You look tired. Reckon you could do with a good long rest? After all you've done, I'd say you're dead.
I mean, Edgar hasn't actually slept for... how many months?
Sleep now. Sleep. Sleep and leave us to our affairs.
This was never your fight.
My son. They told me he walks in Hallone's halls. Him and the rest of his unit.
They told me the same.
I expect they think it's comforting. Every time I come, I cry. I cannot bear to remember, but to forget would be 1,000 times worse. Yet that is what they would have us do. Accept this truth for the sake of peace. Bury the past and look to the future. But he was my future. My flesh and blood. My heart.
this it? We're the only ones with the courage to oppose this madness? Cowards, a lot of them.
They think only of the prize, of the peace Sir Emmerich promises them. They know in their hearts it's a lie, but they go along with it anyway, desperate fools. But not I. Not I! I see the worm that killed my brother in my dreams every night, and I will not rest until he lies broken at my feet. Him and every last one of his accursed kin.
All this nonsense about Kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or didn't do. Makes no difference to me and mine. Have the dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? Are they bollocks? It's a bloody ruse is what it is, and Sir Emmerich and the rest of them bloody fallen for it.
But what can we do? They believe, and naught we can say will ever change their minds. Whether we like it or not, man and dragon will come together at Vulcan's Nest, and all will be forgiven. Forgiven and forgotten.
No. I will not let that happen. They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
Hey! Hey! This is no time for napping.
Edgar hasn't slept in months. Let him sleep. Yeah, that was probably meant to kill him, but eh.
Do you have your wits about you? Good. Come with me. We have a crisis on our hands.
Did no one think to wake him if he was in the middle of the floor? Or rob him? Edgar, use a chakra! Take her down!
Hear me, brothers and sisters. Do not be fooled by the honeyed words of the Dravarnians. The peace they promise is but a prelude to slaughter. Remember your husbands and wives never returned from war. Your children torn apart by fang and claw. All your loved ones shown no mercy.
What happened to the elderly people? Why are they dead?
Does not your heart cry out for vengeance? Your blood boil at the injustice? Remember the face of your enemy, brothers and sisters. Remember it, and strike back!
You there! Don't just stand around gawping! Do something, man! Stop her!
Yes, my lord.
You said stop her, not shoot her! Well, I guess that worked.
See here the true nature of the Highborn. With lies and deception they lead us to our doom. And dare we raise our voices in dissent? Death is our reward. This is the choice they have given us, brothers and sisters. Death by dragon's fang, or death by nobleman's command. Death to all we hold dear.
Apparently this is Britannia.
I spit on your choices, noblemen! You will take no more from me! No more! No more!
What have you done? I only did as you want.
So I accidentally pressed A there. So don't worry why that he's dead.
I gave no such order. I did not. I never meant for anyone to...
Yeah, this one's gonna be a little bit longer than last time. Oh, I guess it would be... Did I say that could have not have played out any worse? Yeah, that the first Commander and Lord Arthur are not here to take command of the situation. I spoke with the messenger who said that they would be returning shortly. But until they do, naught will be done. Lord Emilion has retreated to the barracks and is refusing to speak to anyone. Therefore, it falls to us to ensure that order has been fully restored. Come, let us walk the streets and speak with the people. Still wondering what happened to his hat. My wife and fell while fleeing from with the others at first. The chagrins tended to our bruises afterwards. The mad fools have ruined everything, and for what? They were wrong to resort to violence, but when I heard her speak, her words were as daggers in my heart. Who are we to decide that enough is enough? And their calls for justice can never be answered. Will this be the end of it, or will there others like them and the true brothers? I do not want to bear steel against my kinsmen ever again. I do not know if I even can. I heard the rumors that a long lord was a drunken fool. What imbecile thought it would be a good idea to let him have the run of Falcon's Nest? Well, I say him and Sir Emmerich can take that bloody change and shove it up their arses. I'll not be taken in by that rot again. Well, what say you? So the violence has passed, but the people are far from recovered. That is to be expected. For the moment, it appears that no innocents were harmed by the gods. The blame for all casualties can be placed solely upon the protesters. Nonetheless, the people will not soon forget the image of a young lordling ordering the public execution of an unarmed protester. One whose words resonate with the hearts of many. After who among us has not lost loved ones? That's going to be it for this episode. In the next, we shall be continuing whatever we're doing. Until then.